Number 12, a polygon is shaded in the grid below. So we have our hexagon right here with 6 sides. Each small square in the grid has an area of 1 square inch. So they want to know the area of the whole hexagon. They don't want us to estimate, and since this has diagonal lines, we can't actually count the squares as they are. So we're going to actually take this and break it into some smaller, more manageable pieces. So that means we're going to make it into triangles and squares and rectangles, and then in this case we're going to see we can even do a trapezoid. So one of the things that we can a lot of times do is find the vertices and make triangles out of them. Now here we have these, but these don't actually line up, so we can actually take this one here and take it down and make that triangle there. So then if we make this rectangle, we can see we're going to have a trapezoid here. So we're going to have 4 different shapes. 2 triangles, rectangle, trapezoid. So what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and use our formulas. We're going to have 2 triangles. Area equals 1/2 base times height. So on this one, we have a base of 1, 2, 3, 4 to get to that point. A height of just 1 straight up. And everything else just simply comes down. So now we do inside the parentheses, bring down the half because we're not using it. 4 times 1 is 4. And when something touches parentheses, it means multiply. So 1/2 of 4 is 2. So the area of this triangle is going to be 2 square inches. Then we'll focus on our next triangle. Area equals 1/2 base times height. So once again, students need to become familiar with these. So half a base times height. So now we fill in what we know. Our base we can see is 1, 2. And our height goes up 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to bring down the 1/2 because we're not using it. Do inside the parentheses. So we do one thing at a time. 2 times 4 is 8. And then 1/2 of 8 is going to equal 4. So the area of this triangle will be 4. Now a rectangle is simply the length times the width. And we could actually, if we wanted to, even count these. But we can see it's 4 times 3. So that's going to be 12. And we could actually count the 12 for this part here. Now we're going to have this trapezoid here. So our formula for the trapezoid is area equals the large base plus the small base divided by 2, and then multiply that times the height. So then we're going to go through on this, get our 2 bases. Large base is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the small base is 1, 2, 3. So we're going to have 5 plus 3, we bring down the 2, and then we fill in what the height is. So the height is going to be the top to the bottom, which here is going to be 3. So now we go through and just work through in our steps. So the first thing we have is 5 plus 3. So we do just one thing, copy everything else down. Then inside the parentheses, just do one thing. Fraction is a division problem. 8 divided by 2 is 4. Bring the rest down. And then we have 1 left, which is going to give us 12. So 12 square inches for this one. So then we would simply add these. We have 12, 12, 4, and 2. So we're simply going to add those 4 shapes, and we're going to get 24, 28, 29, 30. And they said they were square inches. So this hexagon here will have 30 square inches.